Welcome everybody to another episode of the Jank Tank. I am your host Syvantir, the host with the most punts. And we're going to be kicking in today with a little bit of Arena. We are going to be going in and trying out. This was actually, strangely enough, had shown up in an Italian PPTQ, I believe, top 8 list. It was actually listed recently on MTGGoldfish. Saffronolive did a little deck tech on it. And it's pretty sweet. So what we'll do is we will take a look in Arena, open it up. It is Esper Hatebears, and as you can see by the cover of the box, Militia Bugler is probably one of the key stars to this deck. It's the engine that makes this thing tick. So what's the whole point of this deck? The whole point of this deck is play out some creatures. They're all quite small creatures, but they're all quite hateful. They all cause a problem in one way or another. So to start off, we have down at the 1-drop slot, we have Siren Storm Tamer. And the reason we have Siren Storm Tamer is to protect the rest of our little hate bears, particularly against sweepers. This deck is a bit weak against sweepers, but it's very good. I mean, it can get in over a little bit of a board stall as well, get an extra couple of points of damage in. You'd be surprised how often that can actually matter. Our first little hate bear, Deadeye Tracker, card that I haven't seen for quite a while. It's 1 black mana, 1/1, human pirate. And you can pay 1 to black and tap it, exile 2 cards from an opponent's graveyard. Deadeye Tracker explores. So this is fantastic against the likes of Is a Phoenix decks, where you want to pull Phoenixes out of the yard, pull jumpstart cards out of the yard. It's good against control as well, because you can pull like the likes of Chemist's Insights out. It's also very good against, actually particularly with control, it helps shrink the size of the graveyard so as to delay the flipping of the likes of Search for Azcanta, which is very, very useful, I found. It is also very good against Golgari because they do have some undergrowth stuff. They do have some recursive ability, so it's very good to get that in as well. It can also start getting kind of big. If you tap it and explore a couple of times, it'll turn into a 2/2, a 3/3, 4/4 even, and it can start actually doing some active blocking duties as well. Next up, we have Knight of Grace, because black removal is always very, very good, and being protected against that is quite nice. It'll nearly always in this deck be a 3/2 because we have a lot of black creatures, even if our opponent doesn't. So it's a very efficient card for what it does. Like a 2/2 first strike on its own is fine, but the fact that it has protection from black and can get a little bit bigger is absolutely so sweet. Direfleet Poisoner. I have been really high on this card for a long time, and I'm glad it started to see an appearance in another list. Is 1 in a black for a 2/2, human pirate with flash and death touch. So this is our way of dealing with Carnage Tyrants, basically. When it enters the battlefield, target attacking pirate you control gets +1/+1 and gains death touch until end of turn. It's very, very rarely ever used for that, ever. But it excuse me. As some instant speed removal that could, depending on what you're blocking, could potentially stick around. Like if you want to flash that in just to help clean up against a couple of tokens or that kind of thing, it's pretty good. If you want to take out a Carnage Tyrant, there's your answer. Next up, we have Kitesail Freebooter. This is mostly a concession against control because it is insane against control. You might top deck this later in the game, drop it down to make sure that the coast is cleared, that there's no Saddler Wreckage in their hand, and then you can just swing straight in. It's very, very good. Very, very good card. It becomes a little bit of a beater when you start getting it, when it's sitting there, because if anything, it is going to be a bit of a tempo play. You know, like you might take their only control, or they might take your only removal spell, and if you take that removal spell and they don't have an answer for this, you can just get an extra 3, 4, 5 points of damage in. Eventually they'll go, we have to kill this. You know, they have to spend another removal spell on this to make it go away and to get the removal spell that you've taken. It's also surprisingly good against a number of decks, because if you get this down against, say, like Mono Red, and you steal their Experimental Frenzy, they're going to want to point a burn spell at this instead of your face. So it's a great tempo play in that sense. We have 4 Negate and 2 Cast Down. These are the only non-creature spells in the whole deck. The Cast Down is pretty self-explanatory. Get some things out of the way so we can get in. The Negates. Now, there are 2 things that this deck does not deal particularly well with. The first one is Planeswalkers, and the second one is Sweepers. So Planeswalkers, sure, we can eventually probably swing in and attack it and take it out or whatever. But it is usually better to just catch it on the way down, rather than trying to hope that they don't play it or whatever. So yes, sometimes it's absolutely necessary to have 4 negates. In this case, it is. Up next, like I said, the engine of the deck, Militia Bugler. Apologies. Militia Bugler. It is 2 and a white for a 2/3 human soldier with vigilance. When it enters the battlefield, look at the top 4 cards of your library, reveal a creature card with power 2 or less from among them, and put them into your hand. Put the rest in the bottom of the library in a random order. Now, you might notice that every single creature in this list is power 2 or less. The idea is to get some incremental advantage. You know, you play like another card coming up named Ravenous Chupacabra. You just play your creature. You get you 2 for 1. You get a body left over. You play Kitesail Freebooter. You take something out of their hand, slow them down a little bit, allow you to develop your board state, your board presence. This is the kind of thing that is very, very good for this. Because, I mean, you could chain Militia Buglers. You can get 2/3 vigilance after 2/3 vigilance, which is very good, particularly against like the more aggro decks. You know, if you bring this down against like mono red or mono white, and you get another one off of it, the 3 toughness is surprisingly difficult to deal with. A lot of things with a lot of things have, say, like Dauntless Bodyguard, or say what's the other one? The Viashir Pyromancer, that kind of thing. 3 toughness normally says I need you to use a burn spell on me, which is pretty good. Very spicy inclusion here, Mirror Image, which can be gotten off of Militia Bugler. 2 and a blue, Shapeshifter. You have Mirror Image enter the battlefield as a copy of any creature you control. So, what that means is this is copies 5 through 8 of literally anything else in your deck. That's pretty sweet. It's very sweet. You can have potentially 8 Militia Buglers if you want, or 8 Chupacabras, or whichever. It's very, very cool. Also, post board, it helps that this basically bulks out the interesting 1 and 2 ofs in the sideboard, which we'll take a look at soon after. Here. Now, next up, for Ravenous Chupacabra, I'm pretty sure I don't have to explain a single thing about this card. This card is just the best. It's just so good. So good. Yeah, no introduction necessary for this, I don't believe. You can get it off Militia Bugler. That's kind of the important part. Next up, we have 3 Hostage Taker. Now, a Hostage Taker has not really been seeing a whole lot of play lately. And I mean, I can kind of understand it. The removal's getting pretty good. There's a lot of instant speed removal that will just take care of it immediately. However, the payoff for playing this is immense. You're basically 3 for winning your opponent if you get this and do it, and it works and it pays off. Because you'll be getting a creature, you'll be taking care of one of their creatures, and if you can pay for it, you will get their creature. That's an incredible deal. An incredible deal. In most cases, when you can afford to play it, and you know, pay for the actual cost of the creature, it is better than Chupacabra. So it's worth trying out. I wouldn't put it in as a 4 of. This list did have it as a 3 of anyway, but it is very, very, very good. Then the mana base is 23 lands. There's some basics: 2 Glacial Fortress, 4 Isolated Chapel, 4 Drowned Catacomb, 2 Water Grave, and a Field Ruin. It's fine. It's pretty good. Now the sideboard. The sideboard we have here, we have a couple of interesting inclusions here. Now I have slightly altered this, partially down to the fact that there are 1 or 2 of the cards that I did not have and could not actually get. So first up, we have Bounty Agent. This is pretty sweet. This is 2 mana, 2/2 with Vigilance, which is fine. We can pick it up off Militia Bugler. Nearly anything in the sideboard here we can pick up off Militia Bugler, by the way. You could tap and sack it to destroy target legendary permanent that's an artifact, creature, or enchantment. So you can blow up a Search for Escanta, you can blow up a Lyra Dawnbringer, you can blow up so many things that are in the format right now. So many things. It's very good to have as a one-off. Shieldmare is a concession against aggro. Has 1 white for a 2/3 horse. Can't be blocked by red creatures, and when it enters the battlefield, it becomes the target of a spell or ability an opponent controls. You gain 3 life. So essentially, this is going to gain you 6 life, for the most part. You know, this will just block these, you know, Pyromancers all day, and eventually they'll realize they have to probably use a burn spell on you. So It's good. It's very, very good. The fact that it can be, again, picked up with Bugler is fantastic. One Midnight Reaper. Now, this is one of the only cards in here that cannot get picked up off of Bugler because its power is greater than 2. But I believe that the card's just too good to not play. I believe it's just too good to not play. The fact that at the very least it replaces itself, completely worth it. Now, one thing I noticed, this is not part of the original list. 2 Plague Mare. 1, I want to make sure that we have several answers to tokens, because if we happen to go wide, this is something we'll definitely want to have. But also, one thing that this deck doesn't do particularly great with is Adanto Vanguard, and I'm seeing a lot of Adanto Vanguard lately. I would like to slam this down the turn after they play an Adanto Vanguard and just remove it permanently. I'm fine with that. It can also be picked up off Militia Bugler. Playcrafter, again, one of the only ones that can't be picked up off of Bugler, but I think that it is probably a good idea to have these in the case of, say, the likes of Carnage Tyrant. So I do think that it is worth bringing 1 or 2 of those in. I've one Johnny Adversary of Tyrants. There were 2 originally in this list, but I think this is actually fine as a one-off. I think it's a good sort of utility card. Next up we have 1 Settler Wreckage. This was in the list already. Pretty straightforward. You know, you take out something like a negate or a freebooter against say mono red or something. Throw in 1 settle. You're probably fine. 2 Crafty Cutpurse. This is the other answer to the token decks. So 3 in the blue, human pirate with flash, and it's a 2/2. When it enters the battlefield, each token that will be created under an opponent's control this turn is created under your control instead. So, excuse me, it can be a little bit tricky to time this. However, if you time it right, the game's going to basically be over. You know, if you just, you know, leave your mana up past the turn, and they go end step, March of the Multitudes for 10. You flash out a Crafty Cutpurse, so they're all yours. That's game ending. That is instant game ending. So, next up we got Twilight Prophet. This is very good in the more grindy matchups, so against the likes of Golgari and that kind of thing. 2 black for a 2/4 Vampire Cleric with Flying and Ascend. So on its own, it's fine. However, the ability on it, at the beginning of your upkeep, if you have the City's Blessing, reveal the top card of your library, put it into your hand. Each opponent loses X life, and you gain X life, where X is that card's converted mana cost. Now, we don't have a particularly high curve on this. However, all of the... That kind of doesn't matter, to be perfectly honest. It kind of doesn't matter. You're going to get an extra card a turn, and they're going to be draining for anywhere between 0 and 4 every turn that this is alive. That swings games hugely. This is going to have a huge target on its back. I was somewhat considering adding an additional second one, but I decided against it last minute. So it is insanely good though. When you draw this in the right matchup, it's unbelievable. And then finally we've got 2 Karn, because again in the grindy matchups we want to have some good advantage, good card advantage, and if we really need to, we can throw out a blocker to save off a turn or something like that. It's rare that that's used like that, but that's it. That is the deck. So what we're going to do is we're going to kick this probably into a little constructed event here after a couple of games and see how we do. To anybody that's popped along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and we are playing some Esper Hatebears today. So if you would like to play a game with me live on stream, I'm here for the next 3 hours, and we will be doing kind of whatever anybody else wants to do, really. If you want to play live on stream, as long as you're followed to the channel, you just let me know in chat there that you want to play a game, and we will set up a direct challenge event. So without further ado, I think we're going to kick in. We're going to pay our little coins to get on in here. Open the old Hatebears deck. You know what I'm going to try, actually? This is something that... One thing for anybody that hasn't come along on Thursdays here, I need to go to... I'm going to go in here. I'm actually going to change up the sideboard a little bit. I have a reason for this. Every Thursday, the deck that I play live on stream is the deck that I bring later that day, today, to my local game store. So it's it's kind of an interesting thing. We try it here online to see how it plays out. I then bring it in paper and see how it plays out, and I'll report how that gets on tomorrow. But one thing that's very funny is that some of the guys from the LGS occasionally tune into the stream to try and get a bit of additional information, find out what I'm playing with that day, so as to, because they never know what to play or what way to play against me, because I always bring a different deck. So they're coming on here for a little bit of sort of extra, a little bit of extra advantage, a little bit of a heads up, if you will. So what I do have to do though is I do have this set up in paper. The sideboard is very slightly different though, very slightly different, and I'm actually going to change it to suit the way that it is in the actual paper version. So we only have one crafted cuppers in the other version. We do not actually have the bounty agent. We are, I believe, down at the Ajani, and we are also down, I think it is, one plague crafter. And the thing that I've added in place of it here, ladies and gentlemen, is, and I'm surprised this was not actually in the list already, I'm adding 4 Thief of Sanity, except they're all going over here. I don't know why they put them in the main, but hey. The reason for that is because Thief of Sanity can be gotten off a Military Bugler. It is a flying evasive threat, and it ends games. It just ends games. So, that's it. That's the way the deck is going to be today. And now what we're going to do is we're going to pick an old Esper Hatebears. Apologies. But there's nagging a little cough for a little while now. So yeah, so we're going to be playing this out with our usual chill beggar. We're going to be playing this out with our usual chill music in the background, kicking back, playing a few games. Now it's very sad that this does not have any black sources in the opener. If it did, this hand would probably be really good actually. We'll probably have to shift this back. It's an improvement. I don't think we need a second one. Gotta say hello to our opponent. Check out Storm Tamer. They're gonna think we're on mono blue tempo. They will hopefully play differently, accordingly. Okay. Okay, so it's a little unfortunate the way that this lines up, but we'll have to see how it goes. I'll have to play it out. So they are on. Okay, we're against Izzet Phoenix by the looks of it. In case anybody's wondering, by the way, you might notice that I'm looking a little more blue, I suppose. The reason for that is I as you can see behind me here, as you can tell, this is a bedroom that I'm currently in. It's myself and Leanne's bedroom, and I have the bed set up here, and it is facing towards the window. The window is right here. It is huge, huge window. It's basically it's a big doorway essentially where we can walk out. We can open it out, walk it out to the balcony. But one of the things with it is that we excuse me. One of the things is when I go to set up the stream here, what ends up happening a lot is what happens nearly all the time is that the curtains behind the desk here are always closed in order for me to get more proper, efficient lighting. That's not the case now because I've been playing here for a little while, and after streaming for a few weeks and basically being sitting in a room with the curtains closed all the time, I've kind of wanted to open it up so we get a little bit of sunlight. The days here are short enough as they are anyway, so I'd rather get a little bit of light while it's there now. But that's if anybody's wondering why I look as blue as I do now. I think I'm gonna flash in a poisoner here. So I'm just gonna drop a Choops, I believe. Am I gonna drop a Choops? You know what I will do? I think I'll wait a turn, actually. Because I feel they might want to just... No, you know what? You know what? We'll do it now. We'll do it now. We'll make them waste their whole turn trying to get a single Phoenix back. Yeah. At least we 4 power on the board now. It's a start. We may have to draw another Chupacabra soon if they drop a Drake, though, is the only thing. Oh, yeah. Oh, always had it. Always had it. Oh boy. Please, no dive down. Oh, we got it. We got it. Always got it. Can we take out? Is it Phoenix? That is the question. Okay, okay. They can lightning strike something and block with the Electromancer, so we are down a good bit on board here. Tormenting Voice. Okay. I think we just get the damage in. That does not feel like that is something that they should have allowed through, but okay. Unless they're gonna just try to go to town on this here now. But if I negate that, should I negate that? Yeah, let's negate it. They see too many cards with this. I do think they see too many cards with that, so I think they're better off not having that. The Electromancer worries me here, because they can still just go off here. See what they do. They've one on top, they're taking it, okay. Unless they've got 2 burn spells. They might just have 2 burn spells. We could really do with a Militia Bugler here, actually, to be honest. Or Chupacabra, that works too. That's not what we need. But I'm gonna go to combat anyway. And I'll pass it back. So, to anybody watching at the moment, welcome along to the Jank Tank. Your host Syvantir, and we are kicking it with some Esper Hatebears. Could have done Bugler last turn, but hey, it's all good. Yeah, Mirror Image is pretty good here because I can copy a Chupacabra. Hopefully, if they allow it. If they allow it. If that one card is an Essence Scatter. Oh, no! Oh, sure. Alright. I guess I'll get a Knight of Grace, I suppose. Oh, man. That kind of feels bad. Yeah. Oh, we're so close to being dead here. So close to being dead. We're down to what, 2 minimum? Thing is, if they crack in and don't kill me though, they're dead, so it's really risky. Don't tell me they're gonna get more Phoenixes. No more Phoenix, please. Well, there's none in there, so they'll have to find a way to get them in. This is quite close, actually, to be fair. That's kind of funny. Excuse me. I think I'll get the Hostage Taker. I know it's kind of risky, but actually, if we take the Electromancer here, they will have to block with the Phoenix. We take the Electromancer here. Make them block with the Phoenix. Or use their removal spell, one or the other. The thing is, they can't really use burn spell on the hostage taker here because they have to get some bodies out more than anything. Oh, they are getting desperate. They are looking like they might be able to pull this off though, so okay, we've got one Phoenix in the yard. If they have to get 2 more Phoenix in here or they're dead. Well, not necessarily dead. They can hold back. That means they lose them again, so... Come on. Come on. Oh, another one? Wow, okay. Oh, that's rough. That is rough. Well, that's pretty good, actually. Copy the hostage taker. Take the Arclight Phoenix and we're done! Yeah! Beating Is It Phoenix. Nice. Very nice. That was tight. That was incredibly tight. Oh, mirror image. Who knew it was a great card? That was very good. One thing to note though is that it is actually only 1 mana more than Phantasmal Image, and Phantasmal Image is an insane card. Is there much of a difference between them? I'll have to check. Just getting my device so I can check the wording on it. Phantasmal Image. Yeah, it's basically the same, really. It's just cost a mana more. Tan seems okay, I guess. This is probably turn 1, then turn 2, turn 3. Yeah, let's go with it. Say hello to our opponent. Okay. This deck is really fun. I'm really liking it. I'm glad I sleeved it up for today. Kick this down first. Pass it on back. Okay. Got an old Knight of Grace now, have we? Well, let's take a look and see what's in your hand. Hopefully pull out a History of Benalia or something. Sounds okay to me. I think that's just thrown off the curve nicely. Chip Carver's not looking great here considering the 2 knights, but we'll have to find a way around that. Hostage taker, be kind to me. I'm gonna be taking a heavy amount next turn. No doubt. I think our best bet is to bugler into something. Actually, hostage taker won't even do it. Ooh, do we just lose to a Knight of Grace? Is that how this works? What do I want here? Probably another bugler, to be honest. I don't want to block with the Kitesail Freebooter, so I guess we're getting the damage in. On you go. This one's protecting that one. We're gonna go to 11 here. That doesn't feel super sweet. I don't want to lose the Militia Bugler because I want to double block one of these by sticking another one out. Buglers are great chump blockers. I mean, what we could do, we could hold back the Kitesail Freebooter, use it to block so that these guys get smaller. Or, you know, do that. To be honest, I would have probably done that post-combat because these are now smaller, and I'm happily going to trade with one. I feel that was a punt on our opponent's side there, to be honest. I feel it was really not a smart move. Yeah. Yeah, oops. Oops indeed, friendo. Yeah. Oh, sorry. Rattling the place here. What do I want to do here? Do I want a bugler again? Probably. I don't want to get anything else down because until the night's done. I'm gonna get a freebooter. If they don't play history this turn, which they probably will, then we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. They might try and just use Pride of Conquerors. Or not. That's fine too. They're no good attacks though, which is the thing here, which is kind of what's key. Now, my problem here is exactly this Knight of Grace. I suppose I could double block it. Let's see. No, what I'm going to do is I'm going to freebooter and I'm going to flush in Darkly Poisoner to take out maybe the Knight token if they attack with it. This might look like it's a bit of a bad idea on my side because this is now bigger, but I actually think it's probably a good idea because I'd really not want to get Pride of Conqueror if at all possible. I know I've got no profitable attacks here either, so looks like we might be out of a bit of a grind fest here for a few minutes. What to witness? Danto Vanguard, the bane of this deck. It's quite wide. It's quite a wide lot of attackers here now. This could be a bit questionable, alright. Do I just take the 3? Do I just take the 3? I think I'll take the 3. Now, key here. Cast down. Knight token. You know what? I'm gonna be using Hostage Taker for the Danto Vanguard, that's for certain. But I think I wanna, let's see. I'll use a Shoops to take out a Knight token. And I'll flash in a Darkly Poisoner to take out something else randomly if they attack in. This is an interesting, it's very grindy kind of game. Very grindy kind of game. I'll just get the damage in here. I think I do. I think I do. If I lose one here, it's not the end of the world. The only thing that's getting pumped next turn is the Knight, so I'm just gonna drop or block it with the Tubes. Yeah, that's fine. Their board is like well shaped down now. Well shaped down. The only Knight, so yep, that's gonna be blocked by the Tube. Yep. flipping Legion's Landing. Okay. Excuse me. Flash in the Darfleet Poisoner. Take out the little vampy boy. Block this with the tubes. Let 3 through. Yeah. Then I'm gonna hostage take her. Gonna steal that Vanguard. And then I'm gonna buy him. Give me that. Thank you very much. Yep. Now let's see. I feel the Adantor Vanguard is no good in this matchup because they have so many 1/1s, so I feel that it's actually probably okay to just use it as a jump blocker here. The Knight is actually a massive problem. However, we now have the ability to trade this, so there's that. With these two bad boys. If they want to triple block that, that is A-okay. Yep. Yep. You got it. Unless this is an answer to oh, that's incredibly frustrating. Oh boy. I mean, the only way we can deal with it is through a Knight of Grace, so I think we actually have to... We actually have to let it through. Do a Chupacabra here, or a not this guy, but you know, whatever. Look, if I attack with this, they're just going to be more likely to swing in. So I think we have to do no attacks for now. This Knight is actually frustrating. So frustrating right now. So, let's see what they're doing. Let's see what they're doing. Yeah, we gotta make him sack it. It's gonna be there forever otherwise. One Knight is doing all the work here. This is actually worth throwing down just for the extra blocker here. Because we are in a bad spot. They're going to start getting advantage slowly by getting vampire after vampire, and we won't be able to do anything about that. So I guess we can get a point of damage in here. We need another Knight of Grace. Badly. Weird how surprisingly weak to Knight of Grace this deck is. Sure. Yep. That kind of feels real terrible right now. Kind of feels terrible, but we could possibly use it to execute a double block. It's actually probably okay. I know, we take out a token, but you know, whatever. I really don't want to block with that one at all, if at all possible, so... If we start exploring with this, this is going to get big enough to be able to actually jump it as well, so... I'm kind of okay with this. Oh no! Oh no, that is not what we wanted to see here. Oh, that's rough. Okay, blockers time. Sorry. Our best bet here. Graveyard for that, please. At least this gets to survive now as well, which is not bad. Get dead, please. How did that... Hold on. Oh my god, what a mistake. Oh man, that felt bad. Oh, that felt really bad. Oh no. Oh no. Yeah, this is horrible actually. Yeah, this is really bad. This is very close, but really bad. So rough. This is so very rough. Our best bet now is that the Deadeye Tracker can explore. Oh. If we do that, we're dead. Just dead? This is our best bet. We'll make this Explorer and it has to hit a non-land. It has to hit a non-land. Come on. I have to put it in the graveyard because it's not enough, but that actually does it. No, it doesn't. No, it doesn't. We're just dead. Dang. Yeah. Unfortunately, we did not do so well with that. Not so great with that. Yeah, Knight of Grace was the card that made us lose that game. That was incredibly difficult to deal with. Strangely enough. Okay. Let's kick it on back. Kick into the next game. Anybody watching at the moment, welcome along to the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and we are kicking it through with a bit of Esper Hatebears. This hand is super uncertain, but I guess we'll hang on. We're on the draw, so it might not be too bad. Go! go. Really do with blue. Blue would be fantastic. Oh, we're against Saprolings. Okay. Okay. Oh boy, really? Okie dokie. Sure, I guess. I'm gonna kill this off. It's gonna start getting pretty wide. Oh, really? Well, let's make sure we can get something else from there. Yep, looks like that. I'll block back some swarmy boys. Could really do with the blue here, though. Yeah, no blocks. Hey, get there. I would like this one, please. Very nice. No attacks. Play defensively for a little bit. It's gonna hopefully help us keep tabs on our opponent here now using these bad boys. They're gonna probably try and kill the hostage taker now if they can. They'll get extra value from it. Vicious offering maybe, sacking out token. Solid, okay. Alright. Okay, so play the Sapper. Play a Stormy Boy. And I think... Let's check the numbers here. Pretty sure that attacking is okay here, actually. Not with this, though. Excuse me. These guys have huge targets on their backs right now. But what's great is we are making short work of their board here. I've been alive for just over an hour. Gotta drink some water. I got some around here somewhere. Okay, so I think... What do I bring it down as? Probably another hostage taker. You know what? I may as well just play the hostage taker then. Yep. Take another stop hard, why not? This is working. Seems to be doing the job. If we get another blue source now, that would be amazing. Because we can double mirror image the hostage takers. Which would be very funny. Oh! Concede! Alright. Alright. That works. Alright. That is win number 2. We're up to 300 gold and 3 cards. We just need to get 2 more wins to break even. Let's kick it on through. Kick it into another game. So, like I said, we are playing some Esper Hatebears. It seems to be doing pretty okay. The huge weak point in this deck is Knight of Grace. I'm going to have to alter the deck slightly before I go to the local game store tonight. I'm going to have to put in 1 or 2 Knight of Malice because we straight up lose to this card, even though we have it ourselves. It's risky, but I'll keep it. I'll say hello to our opponent. I'll play the 2 life control of the tracker. probably looking at it like, what is this? Oh no. If you'd like to trade, I'm okay with that. I got a Curious Obsession. I feel it. I feel it. Ready to snap off this negate. Maybe, maybe not, maybe, maybe not, maybe. Okay. Sure. Oh, that is rough. You know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna hold off attacking. I'm probably gonna think it's because of this. It's actually because I might, if they don't cast Curious Obsession this turn, I'm going to explore with it and get another land. But they will have to play something in order to do that. So, okay, now we have to snap off the negate there. If they have another counter, they have another counter. We're already behind quite a bit, so. Yep. Oh, this is gonna be rough. This is gonna be rough. Oh my. Oh my. What are our options here? I think we have to freeboot her. Like if they have another obsession or something. Oh my god. We're not winning this one, guys. We are not winning this one. Yeah, they just have too much advantage at this point. We need to draw like 3 lands in a row here. Dead. We dead. We actually have no proper plays here. So I'm actually going to explore with the tracker. Really definitely want to hit that really definitely want to hit that next land drop. Never mind, we're super dead. We're super dead. Oh boy. Oh boy. We are not getting there, guys. We are not getting there. That's unfortunate. Okay. Let's see what we got next. We are against Zalaton? Totally unsure as to how to pronounce that. Oh, mana base. Ah, sure. Let's keep it. wall here somewhere. I don't know. Get a freebooter out. Make sure you don't have any fight spells or anything. Oh, really? Oh no. Oh no. Okay. What do we need to do here? Just because cast down can't hit either of these, so we just cast down one of the Pel Collectors now. Saving that anyway. I think I'll just get another body on the field. Let's get another body out. Oh, mate. Oh no. Gotta say, that's looking pretty nice. Yeah, that's not fantastic. However, this maybe? Maybe a cast down? Yeah, let's see how that goes. Let's see how that goes. See what happens. Yeah, we'll pass to attackers. See what you do. Okay. I'm gonna take your Pel Collector. I'm gonna pay for it. I think we're just gonna have to try and race here, friends. We're just gonna have to race. So we need to mirror image copying the hostage taker, targeting the Pel Collector or Thorn Lieutenant, I'm not sure. Probably Pel Collector. Throw it on the field, get her out. Yeah, why not? Why not? You know, actually, yeah. Everybody get in. Everybody get in. Lay the beatdowns. Let's see what you got. Nine damage coming into you here. You're gonna be dead next turn if you don't have an answer. Which I don't think you do. I'll collect the bigger, pass it on back. Even if this is a land, it's not good enough. But if you have a Nullhide Ferox, that'd be good. That'd be real good right about now. Not quite, but okay. Just gonna steal your Thorn Lieutenant there. Yeah, you get a 1/1. think you're dead though. I'm pretty sure it's Xaxes actually, which is quite nice. Good game, opponent. Alright. Esper Hatebears beat out Mono Green Stompy. Not bad, not bad. So we're at 3-2 so far with Esper Hatebears. See how this plays out. See how it plays out. Ooh. So far it seems okay. It seems alright. I don't have many qualms with the deck so far, which is good. It does not surprise me that we're playing Boogie Pop. It does not surprise me that we're doing reasonably well with it, because it did get to, I believe it was a top 8 finish in an Italian PPTQ. We'll keep this for now. Excuse me. This feels like the deck we can't beat. Feels like the deck we can't beat. Oh, Merfolk. Never mind. Okay, so I think this is where we just hold up the Poisoner and flash that one in. Maybe take out a Mystical Herald if we're lucky. Maybe. Maybe. Yeah, sure. Oh. Sure. Why not? Forgot we can't block the Mystical Heralds. Not a big deal. Not a big deal at all. Because we're gonna steal them. It's just what we're gonna do. Oh no, that we need to get rid of. That we need to get rid of, and we need to do so now. Target this bad boy. Get that Vigilance Beats in. So, as long as they don't have a way to get rid of the Hostage Taker, we may have a chance. You know what? I'm just going to keep copying the Hostage Taker for now. So I need to steal some of these Mistcloaked Heralds and pay for them, so that they don't get them back. Yeah, get the beats on. Just gonna keep copying them. Yeah, I'll take that. Yeah, Hostage Taker, good card. Mirror Image, great card. Dead next turn, bro. What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do? Very nice. Very nice indeed. Alright, alright. Got an extra few coins, got one more win to go before we win a pack. Okay, we've officially broke even on our investment. So, is Esper Hatebears a good deck? So far it seems like it. Seems like it'll be good. That match went very quick. It seems drawing the right things against the right opponent is a good way to play the game we're gonna mulligan. Oh, jeez, we're gonna mulligan. Oh, we are losing this game. Oh boy. Thanks, Magic Arena. Oh, nuts. I guess we take it to settle. Did they play that on their main phase? Seems like a weird option, but okay, okay. Oh, we needed that. We needed that white mana so bad. This is how this is what saves us from mulligans. Yeah. This should have been flashed in. Punting all over the place today. Okay, you got it. We really need to get some beats in hard and fast here. Could have done with flashing into poisoner last turn, but
I'm known for my excellent timing.
we may have a hard time here. We definitely need to have had more on the board by this stage, but yeah. If he wants to bend something, it means he's gonna have to lose this affair.
No more games. You know what? I'm
gonna try and get a blue source for the Niv. Did miss it? No? Okay. I'm gonna flash this in now. Looks like I'm going to combat. Got a 2-turn clock if we just go straight for the face. And if they try and settle here, then we're doing okay. Do I negate that? I don't think I do. I don't think I do. I don't think I negate that. I think I'll just hold on. We're in a bit of a very tedious spot here. This is very uncertain as to how this is gonna go. To anybody that's joined in the last little bit, welcome along to the Jank. We're playing some Esper Hatebears in Standard, and we're in a constructed event at the moment, and we are against. Please don't have a negate. Please don't have a negate. If they have a negate, we lose the game. No! Yeah, they've pretty much got this locked up. Yep. Yeah, we're dead. This deck is incredibly weak against sweepers. Incredibly weak to them. Not sure how I feel about it, but we went 4-3 anyway. We got a couple prizes. We got 2 rares. Ooh, look at this. That's the slow roll. We got Valduck, yeah, that's good. Chamber Sentry and Blood Crazed Paladin. I already had a lot of these, so not a big deal. And this is a bad card. So, well, I don't know if there was an if there was an aristocrats deck, I could see this fitting in as like maybe a 1 or 2 off, as like a fight, like a big threat. But fair enough. That's how that went. If anybody's watching at the moment and would like to play live on the stream, all you have to do is make sure you're followed along to the channel. Let me know in the chat, and we'll queue up a direct challenge event. And in the meantime, I think I'm gonna kick it through another one. kick it through another one and see how it goes. We broke even on our last one, so I'm not too surprised by it really. We're gonna kick this in and fire away. Hope everybody is having a good day, prepping well for Christmas and everything. So we're against Short Q. Let's take a look. Slowest mana base in history. Sure. We're basically playing Gates here. Yeah. I'm gonna have to get that down and get this out. See what our opponent's working with. Okay, so it seems to be like a green-black mid-rangey, sapperlingy based kind of thing. And Vivian Reed's definitely the worst card there for us to be dealing with, so I'd rather take it. I think this turn we might be throwing out a Bugler. Yeah, throw out a Bugler. See how we do. What's our opponent got again? Nothing particularly that we want to steal rather than just kill, right? Well, I mean, if we steal anything that makes tokens, yeah, it's probably better. Let's go for it. I'll attack in. Why not? Send a message. Oh. Okay, not stop yawning. Well, look, I wouldn't have been blocking anyway, so. Okay, so I think it's probably important here to maximize what we can do. I definitely want to kill this off. They seem to be slow down on mana, which kind of is to our benefit now. I mean, I could have done that in combat, but you know what I mean. No biggie. This deck wants to be surprisingly aggressive. Surprisingly aggressive. I really thought it would be a little more defensive, but... Okay. I think I want to play this out. I just want to swing in. Their mana screwed here super hard, so... They can't even get a cheap set next turn, so... Okay, they got a sop. Okay. If we get land here, this would be 10 out of 10. Okay, maybe not. Maybe not. So, excuse me. Our options here are continue as we are. Which I don't think is a bad idea. Continue as we are. Not play something this turn, because they could Choops get the Kite Sail. Actually, no, they can't Choops next turn, so that's fine. That is totally fine. In which case, I'm going to hostage take this after. So far, this deck seems to be pooping all over these Sapperling decks, which I'm okay with. And I kick it. I kick it in. Yeah, that seems good. That seems good. So, what are we doing? Whoa, we got our pack. What do we got here? Howl of Faith. Okay. Well, we gotta open that pack. We can't not open it. That'd be insanity. So, pretty sure we have playsets of all these cards. No, we have music. This is very powerful. This is very powerful. I don't think I need a full playset though. I mean, even in the control decks, it might only just like tops 3, maybe even just 2. But we shall see. Ooh. Apologies, everybody. I think the main problem here is I'm yawning a lot, and I think the main problem for it is that I've had no coffee yet at all today, and that's unusual. It's very unusual. Also stayed up quite late last night because I was watching. Yeah, we'll keep this, I suppose. I was watching Channel Fireball. Dennis Jank from the marketing director from Channel Fireball events. He was doing he's a good friend of mine, and he was doing a 24-hour live stream. It was good. It was a lot of fun. They raised a good bit of money. It was quite nice. It was all for Child's Play. So that was pretty sweet. Get this bad boy out. On we go. I have a feeling like it's going to be kind of a more control-y deck, and if it is, the Hostage Taker and Choops are not going to be great. But if it is at Phoenix, I'll be happy. Excuse me. This hand is fantastic against them. It really is. Mono blue? Get in there. What you gonna do, opponent? What you gonna do? Flashing in a trickster. Okay. In that case, yeah. Well, if you want to, I found it a bit weird that they wanted to keep this, but okay. Exactly what I wanted to see. Exactly what I wanted to see. Now I can steal this. Steal this and then protect it this turn with the Siren Storm Tamer, and then next turn play it. It's gonna be an 0-4, but it means they don't have it, so I'm okay with that. Then play a Storm Tamer. Take my 3 damage. Have a negate in case they try any tricky stuff. I feel like I'm in an okay position. An okay position. Swing in. Fine with that. Yep. Give me more reason to throw this out. You try and counter it, and then I will negate it. Yep, I'm okay with that. And a Spell Pierce and use all of it to save a 2/2. It doesn't feel worth it, but sure thing. You got it. You got your 2/2. Afternoon, Total MTG. Welcome along. Playing through the Saffron Olive build of Esper Hatebears for standard, and seems to be pretty good. Seems to be pretty good. We ended up with a couple of difficult matchups there in the last constructed event. We went 4 and 3, but this time we are playing through. We're against Mono Blue Tempo, which seems like, as you can see, seems like quite a difficult matchup. Which is not ideal, but sometimes we just draw what we need. Yeah, I'm gonna negate that. It's pretty slick. It's a lot of fun. This is the one that was on MTGGoldfish there about 2 days ago, and yeah, it's doing work. It is doing work. Sure, I'll attack in. It is pretty cool. It's very cool. It's it kind of feels like humans in modern, except it's humans in standard. I'll play Bugler. I will get, you know, I'll get a mirror image. Mirror image is very good. And I think I'll play a mirror image. And I'll target this. If they have a dive down that they don't want to use or want to hold on to, that's fine. Yep. There we go. Nice. Nice. We squeaked out a win. Hostage Taker. Good card. It's yeah, it's nice. It's very good. We're 2-0 in this constructed event at the moment. So to anybody who's popped along in the last little while, welcome along to the Jank Tank. I am your host Syvantir, and we are kicking out a bit of Esper Hatebears in standard, in arena. And we're going into round 3. We are 2 games up, and we're against Kill Bill 37. And we'll see how they play now. This is a weird hand because it lets me make many copies of Storm Tamers. Opponent's going first. It's probably fine. It's probably fine. We've got untapped sources to make sure there are other things come in, so... You... Chugvarn, you once took an Imperious Great Worm and convoked it with a Hostage Taker. That's disgusting. That is truly disgusting. Very nice. Very nice. Sweet. Okay. Mono Red. This is the first time me going up against this deck. Mono Red has actually been seeing a bit of a decline in arena. Well, I've at least felt anyway. It's been a little bit of a decline in the last little while. But it's still a pretty scary deck, I gotta say. It's pretty scary. Singleton is the Wild West of arena format that allows for stuff like that. You're 100% on that one. You are dead right. We're going to play out the 2 of these bad boys. Deadeye Trackers actually worked out pretty well because people aren't respecting it at all. They're just looking at it and they're like, oh, whatever. The fact that it's repeatable Explorer is pretty good. But a lot of the time, this is sat on the field for 6-7 turns. But it's just gained value. A lot of value. I do love Singleton. It's a lot of fun. It is a good lot of fun. Did I get a kill or something here? I think we take the 4. No blockers. This turn, I think what we're gonna do, we're actually gonna get out of swamp. And while they're tapped out, I'm gonna explore and get rid of that risk factor and the wizard's like. Get another land, that's cool. Get another Deadeye Tracker. And it's back to being a 1-2, which is quite nice. Yeah, we can get an attack in. Excuse me. Deadeye Trackers are great for getting rid of little things like that in a lot of decks actually. Against Control it works with Chemist's Insight. Against the Phoenix decks it works because the Phoenixes and all of the Jumpstart cards. It's pretty good. It's pretty good. What do they got though? We got 2 cards left. Runaway Steam King. We need to draw one of our heavy hitters here. I'm actually okay with. Am I okay with blocking that? Do I wanna block that, or do I wanna let it through? I'm gonna block it for now. I'm gonna try and maintain the life total a little bit more. Choops is what we were looking for. Chupacabra. Here we go. This is where we start to turn the corner a little bit. Hopefully. Unless they risk factor us again. I'm actually not going to attack here. I'm going to play it extra safe in case they take care of the Chupacabra and start beating in. Just in case. Or they drop another lava runner. This is very, very risky. I think I'm going to block with just the Storm Tamer now. Okay, this is good. This is good. I don't think I want to play one of these out, to be perfectly honest. I think what I want to do is I want to play this tapped. I want to have a negate to protect against the burn spell on this, and then I'm probably going to risk blocking this and going to explore, and hopefully not hitting a land. I think that's the way in which we stabilize here. As weird as that sounds, but I think it's our best line here. So if this is a burn spell, we can negate it. If it's a creature, it's not ideal, but our best bet here is to actually block and then explore. Yeah. I'm gonna target your bin there, friendo. Make it 1-2 again. And I will keep that on top. Nice. Nice. Got paid off. Got paid off. And to be honest, I think I actually just want to make another copy of this right now. Now it's a little risky, you know, but I think we're actually kind of okay. And I think we can actually start to turn the corner. Hopefully. At 6 life, it's quite low, but it is what it is. Hopefully they're just passing the turn. Oh. Oh, super risky. Super risky. Okay, I think what we need to do now is we need to actually start getting some combat in. They know full well that Steamkin is one of their ways to win now at this point. Now I think Mirror Image, copying a Knight of Grace. We now effectively have lethal on board, and we have a negate to protect against any non-creature spell that they cast. So I think we're actually in a pretty comfortable position here. Yeah, that's fine. That's also fine. If we don't need the explore here, then we're just going to, or if we don't need the negate here, we're just going to pass it, or we're just going to explore. Get the 2 shocks, make sure if they do get another lava runner, it's useless. Did we just win with that? Yeah, I'll keep it for now. And now we have lethal. They have to block something. They go to 2. I mean, they can rip a burn spell off the top. Like, as we did play risky there with the Chupacabra, which was super, super risky. We could, realistically, we probably should have put the Chupacabra into the bin, hope to get a land so that we could play Hostage Taker and hold up negate. I think that was the perfect way in which to protect ourselves, but yeah, We weren't punished anyway, so it doesn't matter. Nice, nice. Squeaking out a win against Mono Red. Very, very good. Very good. Stormfleet Arsonist. Okay, so we are 3-0 with Esper Hatebears so far. This is looking okay. This is looking okay. I'm actually really enjoying this deck because it's so full of so many different cards that I love. Like, I love slamming a Hostage Taker. I love slamming a Chupacabra. I love slamming a Kitetail Freebirder in particular. Militia Bugler just goes and gets all of them. It's so good. It's so good. This is a little risky, however, we do want to make sure we get our double black in time. And we're on the draw, so it's probably okay. We can at the very least cast Negates and Direfleets, so it's probably fine. Intertapped. So if anybody watching at the moment is unaware of what's going on, this is the Jank Tank. I'm your host Syvantir, and we are playing some Esper Hatebears in Standard. And if you would like to play any games live with me on stream, all you need to do is make sure you're followed to the channel, and just let me know in chat, and we'll queue up a game live on stream. It's looking a little unfortunate here in terms of our mana, boys. It's okay. I can flash in a poisoner here. I'm okay with that. They put the cast down in the bin, so maybe they don't need it. Maybe they have one. No, we seem okay. Keep the board state nice and light. Jade light maybe. Okay. Do you guys remember when? Oh boy, that's unfortunate. Do you guys remember when Green Black Explorer was like a budget deck? You guys remember that? Like a budget deck that ran a bunch of things. Like, what was it? This is a Sleek Schooner or whatever it's called. The Shadow Caravel. That was it. Shadow Caravel. I think the play here is Knight of Grace. That's just a serious tank of a machine here in this matchup. Yeah, that was a surprisingly good deck. People started playing Sultai with it because of the time. Scarab God was a thing and all that kind of stuff. Now I see a Carnage Tyrant coming down here, and it's gonna give us nightmares. We need another. We need to go digging here is what we need to do. We need to find a Direfleet Poisoner. Yep. Can't attack, so whatever. Yep, if you want to smack in with that, you can go right ahead. If they drop another Carnage Tyrant, we're basically screwed, so. Carney T is just so strong. So strong. Fabian's not good either. I mean, one of the main reasons we have negates in this is to stop
my newest friend.
Is to stop planeswalkers before they come down. Yep. Oh, this is awful. What can we do here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. We could try and hold on to the Direfleet Poisoner and just drop something like a Chupacabra now to take out something else. Maybe? I think I'll try that. It's a bit risky because if they have a removal spell, we're kind of dead. But actually, if we take out the Underwear Elves here, if they don't have another land, then they can't play another Carnage Tyrant this turn. So no attacks. Yeah, you got the Jade Light. Explore away. Ah. Yep. If they attack with the Carnage Tyrant here, it suggests that they either have another one or their hand is very heavy on threats because they're not afraid to lose a Carnage Tyrant.
You can't stop nature.
Oh boy. Oh boy. Another Jade Light. Wow. Alright. Alright. What are they going to attack with? Garny T. If not, playing the Chupacabra was definitely the right move here because it means that they don't want to attack. I am willing to lose my board here. Upsettingly willing to lose my board. Carnage Siren is just so powerful. We have to do this even if we risk them having a cast down in hand, which I don't think they do because the likelihood's quite low because there's a cast down damage the bin, so yeah. I'm really getting worried about this. Really getting worried about this. This is not good. This is not good. I think we play Knight of Grace. I think we have to pass it back. Hope they get aggressive with their attacks, and then we just flash in a Poisoner to attack in against Vivian Reed. I think it's the best way here. If Vivian Reed ultimates, we're dead. We are straight up dead. Yeah.
The wilds are my shield.
Vivian is so powerful. I still cannot understand how people did not think that Vivian Reed was that strong. First saw her, like, oh yeah, I don't think we can win this. I don't think we can win this one. We're gonna have a Jade Light Ranger come down now. This thing's gonna get huge. They're gonna go to stupid life. You won't be able to get the guys in here. What do we need to draw? Oh boy. Whew. Very weak versus mono red aggro Wanderer, yeah. Unfortunately not super weak against Hatebears. It's the reason why we have 4 negates in the main, is to stop them before they come down. Oh, they're being real sneaky. They know they need to protect it. Yeah, you got it. I think that's curtains for this deck, for this game. Yeah, I don't think we can do anything here, I'm afraid. Had they attacked with, you know, whatever they had, then we could have stood a chance. However, here I think they're just straight up gonna wreck us here. I don't think anything we play kind of matters right now. It's unfortunate. It is unfortunate, but yeah, it's sometimes how it goes. But how is everybody anyway? Hope everyone's having a good time running up to Christmas. I mean, the only thing we can do here is actually like attack and hope they let one of them through. It's a bad line, but hey, it's a line we have to probably attempt. We got a bit messed up on lands as well, which is really unfortunate. They let him through.
So you've got claws.
They let them through. I was like going to the cog. Man, that was nice, man.
Balance comes.
Yeah, I would have 100% let nothing through there. They can't just kill me, but given what they've just done there, I mean, I have some hope. Okay, sure. They can't just kill me. This one was pretty bad. We got a bit screwed on land. Our opponent explored like crazy. There was a lot of things happening there. So yeah, I'll let them kill me anyway. But you know what? Actually, I'm technically not dead here. Technically not dead here. Never mind. Yeah. Had we taken the Llanowar Elves and then played the Llanowar Elves, then we would have had at least blockers for the next turn, but we would have been dead the following turn anyway, so no worries. We are currently 3-1. So we're going to kick it on out with another game. So we're against the Sikowski. So anybody that's popped along in the last little while, welcome. This is the Jank Tank. I'm your host, Syvantir, and we are playing through some standard Esper Hatebears, and we can technically cast everything in our hand here, bar the Knight of Grace, so it's probably fine. Let's say hello to our opponent. Once they've set up and they're ready, there we go. Off we go. We are off to the races. Island could be one of many decks, so let's find out what deck it is. The new groom mechanic, it was spoiled just as I went live, so I didn't get a chance to look at it. So after this game, I will actually bring it up on stream and take a look. I'm very interested to see how it goes. So I wanna check it out straight after this game. And we can have an old chat about it. See what we can do with it. I'm just completely speculating because I haven't seen it yet, but I'm gonna guess that it is something to do with the power of creatures, possibly, as in, you know, like in terms of like, if you like, kind of like ferocious, you know, the way like they did a different thing with what do we do here? I think we take the dive down. I know that seems like a weird move, but I want to try and shoot the... Oh, well, I suppose 6-1. They're going to have to use the spell either way. Yeah, what I do want to do is... I think... I'm guessing that it's going to have something to do with... Oh boy, this is horrific. What is it with the lands in this sometimes? It's just nuts. Maybe something to do with power? Like power, like if you control creatures with power, blah, maybe? But then again, like, how do you do that in a way other than monstrous? Like, I'm just gonna wipe our board here. Yeah, it looks like it. We held them off a little bit, I guess. Could do with a plains here. Plains would be great to get a militia bugler, getting more things. Yep. Just need to be aware of that dive down now, is the only thing. Yeah, I'll take 4. I wouldn't mind, we had a great game against these guys earlier. Yeah, we're not getting anywhere here. We're not winning this race. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know. Without saying anything about it, Wanderer, is it good? Like, are you glad of what it is? Like, are you excited for it? Because I know the adapt one is kind of interesting. Because I know they are doing a kind of like it's kind of like weird monstrous sort of. Oh, limited player card. Okay. I guess that makes sense. I think we're dead here, guys. I think we are dead. I think you can see that. Yeah, no, we're... it's just nearly enough. The only problem, though, is we need to get him to tap out. Because they're just going to dive down this right away. They're going to snap the dive down off. And like, whoop! Yep. So if it's good and limited, Good and limited. What is it? I'm very excited to find out. Yeah, well, I'm black and one, that's for sure. What do we need to survive here? Not that. Ripping peps. That's no worries. That's no worries. That's only a game. So, okay, let me take a look. Let me take a look. Bear with me while I bring up some. Is it under Mythic Spoiler? Yes. Have they gotten a little bit quicker with the uptake of this? Possibly. Okay, they have some stuff here. Yeah, let me just kick it over, and I'll take a quick look. So let's see. Riot. Let's take a look. Gruul Spellbreaker. 1 red green for an ogre warrior with 3/3 with Riot. This creature enters the battlefield with your choice of a +1/+1 counter or haste. Trample, as long as it's your turn, you and Gruul Spellbreaker have hexproof. That's nuts. That's nuts. That's so good. That is so good. Like if you're against like more control-y decks and stuff, you're just like, whatever, it's got haste. Eat it. But like against more aggro decks and stuff, like that's insane. That's insane. Cause like you're just like 3 mana 4/4. Also, you can't cast burn spells at my face until this thing's dead, which you can't really kill because it's got 4 tough. My God, that's nuts. That is, oh, that's really good. You know what? I really want, and this is kind of helping a lot, right? What I want is to be able to play standard Jund, like actual Jund in Modern, only standard. And I think it's doable because we will have the likes of Cast Down and the new Rakdos removal, the black red. We'll also have this. This is the Tarmogoyf for this is the Tarmogoyf of standard, I reckon. Because that's silly. That's really silly. Like 3 mana 4/4 is really good. That gives both itself and you hexproof. That's nuts. That is nuts. That's gonna be really good. And the top of the curve is gonna be Vivian Reed. It's gonna be so good. Okay, that's one card. Okay. There's only one other, is there? There's only one other. Okay. It seems they're showing a rare and a common. So let's take a look. Frenzied Arynx. Okay, 2 red green for a cat beast. That's sweet. So it's a 3/3 with Riot. It either becomes a 4/4 or a 3/3 with haste and trample. 4 red green. It gets +3/+0 until end of turn. Okay, so limited. Yeah, that's a good card. That's a very good card. That's like one of the better. That will be one of the better like creatures in terms of the actual commons for limited. Yeah, sure, absolutely. Is it good enough for anything though? I don't think so. The rare, the other one, my God, the rare looks insane. This looks kind of fine. What's gonna happen is you're gonna see this on possibly Pauper Playable or something, where they're gonna be like, can a 4 mana 3/3 with trample and haste, or a 4 mana 4/4 with trample be good enough for Pauper? And the answer is always no. It's not good. It's not good enough. The activation cost is way too high. I mean, I am looking forward to seeing what commons they have, because I've noticed every single set they have 1 or 2 commons that are making an impact on Pauper itself, which I'm personally very happy about. The thing with it as well is when I was in Grand Prix Barcelona, when it was a Grand Prix Barcelona there earlier in the year, we were up at this hotel bar. It was like a rooftop bar, and Gavin Verhey was just sitting there talking to a couple of people, and we were sitting down on the table beside, and we were like, oh, that's Gavin, and we were talking to him for a few minutes, and I was talking to him about Pauper because he loves Pauper as well. He loves Pauper. He's also the guy behind Brawl. As much as it wasn't pushed, he was the mind behind Brawl, basically, the man that made it happen. And to be fair, I think props need to be given to him for it, because it is a great format. I really love it. It's just unfortunate that it doesn't take off. It hasn't been taken off. But he was saying that over the next couple of years, like, we're going to be seeing changes to formats, obviously, because they're introducing different new cards and all this kind of stuff. And you know, he was saying that like some of the commons are have a pauper focus on them, so that it will actually, so the commons that are coming out, they're not just like, oh, it's the same old, it's just a functional reprint of this or functional reprint of that. That some of them are actual new interesting cards. And that's also one of the things about the Ultimate Masters there recently. The way Fire and Ice was downshifted, the way we had the Tethmos High Priest, all that kind of stuff. Like that, Tethmos High Priest has now created a new deck in Pauper. Infinite Priest combo, which is pretty funny. But the thing is that like that's now a thing, you know. And I'm 100% convinced that it's down to Mr. Verhey and his influence on that. It would not surprise me at all. But I digress. We are playing some Esper Hatebears. I'm really looking forward to Riot. Riot looks really cool. Riot. Leanne's gonna love that. She's out at her work Christmas party at the moment, so she probably won't see it for probably till tomorrow at this rate. But yeah, it could be good. Could be very good. We are against Beal for real. Beal for real, our opponent. It seems kind of fine, I guess. Sorta. Yeah, why not? It's not ideal, but hey. So, Jamie C, how you getting on? Oh! Feel for real, they clearly saw our name and we're like, whoa, I can't deal with this. I can't deal with this. Free win. Free win. Okay. So we're still technically 3-2, but you know, 4-2. It says 4-2, it's all good. You coming along here, Jamie, to get some inside scoop for later on, is that it? Get some inside information on what I'll be playing? Maybe. We're against Geodude. We're against Geodude. His hand is also fine. Hello. I'm gonna water you guys some time ago. You're a spike? You're a spike, you say? Chromatic black? Is this chromatic black? Let me find out. Let me find out. Ah! Oh my god, their hand! Nice! They're gonna scry so hard. They're gonna get rid of all the lands here. Keep something on top. Okay, okay. But if they can't cast it, I'm just gonna steal it. Come on. Come on, give me another one. Oh, it's a Bells and Lock. Oh boy. How do we deal with a Bells and Lock? Nice! Oh no. They're gonna get Bells and Lock like next turn, aren't they? Oh boy. What do we do against Bells and Lock? Should have played Field of Ruin. Ah, well, still wouldn't have blown up. Well, I could blow up Treasure Map next turn, I guess. Can't Field of Ruin on our basic lands, Jamie. Gonna have to wait till next turn when this flips. Talking about Bells and Lock. Yeah, well, he's gonna be casting Bells and Lock here anyway. We can't. Oh, you're looking. You mean Field of Ruin, Bells and Lock? Okay, okay, okay. I get you. Are they not playing Bells and Lock? It feels like they should be playing Bells and Lock. Okay. Yep, there he is. I don't actually know how we deal with that unless we get a Chupacabra. Oh boy, Golden Demise, my favorite. I'm gonna have to copy a freebooter. Why did you top planes for that? I was... Oh, come on. I'm clearly taking a golden demise here. We've no profitable attacks either, which is kind of terrible. Oh, this is bad. This is bad. Is this deck just bad? Maybe the deck's just bad. I mean, all they have to do is kill this and then... Okay. Okay, Knight of Grace. Field of Ruin. Field of Ruin their treasure map. It's gonna make them crack it now so they can't cast any kill spells here. Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Oh, they might be able to get a cast down actually. Whatever. I need to get... I don't need another one of these, I don't think. I think I got an island. Oh no, I meant to get a planes! Oh, the whole reason I did that was to get a plane. Oh man. Oh man, what am I doing? Yeah, okay. Yeah. Feel free to punt. Anyone that's subscribed, feel free to punt. Wanderer, thank you. Here comes Josie Vess, I guess. Okay. Okay. Yep. Yep, that's feel bad. That's real feel bad. Ah. Yeah, we're dead. We are super dead. We have to just stay alive, we have to top deck a Ravenous Chupacabra. Nice. Let's just save it for whatever they reanimate. Oh man, that was bad. That was so bad. I knew that I got distracted for 2 seconds, and then I knew that the second I wasn't paying attention, I'd messed up. If they get a Knight of Grace here, then they're gonna you want a legend rule this? That's fine. That is fine. Well, nothing is sticking around the battlefield ever again, so... If we don't get a Hostage Taker or a Chupacabra here, then we got a Chupacabra. We're not guaranteed dead yet, so there's that. But we're really not far off of it at this point. Really not far from it. Sure, still counts, I guess. To anybody watching, by the way, as a heads up, the chill stream on Sunday is going to be the last stream before Christmas. So we'll be heading down to my folks for a few days, catching up with some family, catching up with some friends, probably having a drink or two, chilling out, you know yourself. So feel free to swing on by on Sunday for the chill stream. We're gonna have another one tomorrow anyway, as per normal, and then the chill stream on Sunday, and then we'll take a chill for a little bit. Hey, your little friend is kind of cool, and probably just gonna kill him. Is this deck just bad against removal heavy decks? The answer is yes. I really like the mono black deck. Will I just sleeve that up for standard showdown tonight?
Oh, see
hello to my little friend.
Did I watch any of the 24-hour Dennis stream thing yesterday? Yeah, I did. I was there for a good bit. Donated and did the whole shebang. Yeah, there wasn't a whole lot of thing on it. I was actually checking to see if I could actually get on it, which would be pretty cool. But ended up not going ahead. So these things happen. But I did pretty well. I was on for a total of, I think it was on for a total of about 5 hours on with him there during that stream time. So poor guy must be wrecked at this point. What I'm doing is I'm playing a creature in order to bait them into playing the Eldritch Reborn. So yeah, I was actually going to be on one of the later times, like around 2 AM or something like that, like between midnight and 2 or 3 thereabouts. But that's when the head boys from Chance Fireball were calling in and stuff. So so it was kind of decided to be left because, you know, Dennis was going to be on with them and stuff. They ended up getting a raid of best part of 200 people there from Yellow Hat. Anyone who doesn't know what Yellow Hat is, that's Gabriel Nassif, the one and only. But yeah, and they had Gabriel Nassif, Nashi Scanlon, John Sasso, and Matt Sperling all in at one point, which was pretty good.
This will aid us.
But yeah, it seemed pretty good. What is this guy doing?
Fight with honor.
What is? You can have a land, sure. Chromatic black it is. Chromatic black. Will I just making this? Thinking of turning up at the office and knocking on the door. I mean, I mean, nothing stopping you. I was actually gonna head up. Would they just hurry up and finish this game? Like, I don't know what they're hoping for here. The only reason I'm not conceding is just so that if they need to cast X number of spells or something, they get their dailies. So like, but we're well gone here. Water Rager everywhere today. Yeah, tell me about it. Tell me about it. Deck is pretty good. Deck is pretty good. I might end up last minute leaving it. I might have to finish the stream 5 or so minutes early in order to get the cards together. But yeah, Thought Erasure is all over the place very regularly. It's a nightmare. It's a nightmare. Can you just, lad? Can you just kill me? Like if you're gonna slow roll it like this, let me. Like, I will concede. I'm letting you get your dailies. What? Batefire of all things. All right, sure. Yeah. All right. What was that about? What was that about? Oh yeah, I don't actually use that Never Missile to attack. I just use it to keep firing stuff at your board and just blowing it up. Let's see what we got. Oh, we got a common or uncommon, or we got an uncommon, we got a rare, and we got a mythic. Got Silent Dart. That's a terrible card. Sphinx's Decree. That's fine. And Chromium. Chromium the Mutable. Chromium is pretty slick. Chromium is a pretty slick card. Not bad, not bad. The only problem with that plan, Jamie, is that I do not have a Zakama in my collection. I do not have a Zakama. It would be cool. It would be very cool. You want a challenge? You want a challenge? Yeah, I can challenge you. No problem. I'll stick with the Esper Hatebears for a bit. But if anybody would like to kick out a game with me here, as long as you're followed, just throw down in chat and I'll happily play live on stream with you here. So we're against Wonder Boy. I installed the Nightbot into my, or not the Nightbot, the Stay Hydrated bot into my chat, and it's popped up twice so far. It's like, you've been streaming for 2 hours or whatever, and you should drink this much. And I'm like, yes, I should, and then realized that I didn't actually bring my water in, so it's outside somewhere. So I'm slowly dehydrating, guys. I'm gonna use that to I'm gonna use that to blame all my poor decisions. I'll keep this. Hello. Sure. Wanderer is Jer. You probably see him if you are on the This Is Irish Magic page and other such places. It's a good guy, good guy. Take my 1 damage. Glacial Fortress. We'll go to combat. Will I go to combat? I think I'm just gonna actually... You know what? I'm gonna use Deadeye Tracker as utility here. Oh wait, feel free to punt, guys. It's got nothing in the graveyard, I can't even explore. Yeah, I'll let that one happen. Militia Boogly Woogly. Both are probably good here. I'll take the freebooter. Testing him to see if he was ghosting. Sure, beat down. Beat down time. Okay, so if we get him down to 1 life, we've technically won because we should have attacked with this earlier. Oh, you're playing this deck. Oh, okay. Sure. Should I just steal it? If they play a land, I can get the dragon next turn, and then that's very big trouble. Yeah, I'll steal the disciple. I'll steal that boy. Give me that. You do love a good ghost. I really don't think this deck is going to be very well suited to face this deck, but sure. Oh, gets back anyway. Three hostage tokens needed. Let me just read it. Yeah, I think it's 3. I think it's 3. Yeah. So you can technically draw the game with it. Technically, not that you'd ever really want to, but you know. That hand looks positively terrifying. Yeah. Here comes something big. Daragaz probably. If it's a Daragaz, I think we're just yeah, good old Varix and Carrick's Bladewing. What do? I think we need to find an answer, so I need to copy Buglies. Bugly. Sure. It is in fact Jund Dragons, you are correct. Jund Dragony boys. The problem is we couldn't control the early turns well enough to stop them from, well, dropping big beady boys like this. Yeah, I mean, I'm fairly sure this, like, Jund Dragons just folds to control, but it's got trample. I mean, there's no point. See, the problem here, right? The problem with this You exile him with 3 egg counters if he dies. So our actual answer to this is hostage taker. But they almost definitely have removal as well. So we also can't cast it. Just FYI. So I think our best bet is to just play this and hope for the very best. But I think we're just dead. They've got a lot of power on board. I guess 0 profitable attacks. Their dudes are just way bigger than ours. I actually feel like this deck is a little lackluster, I think. Yeah. I think we're just dead, guys. Yeah. Yeah, I don't think we can actually win here. Sure. Yeah, no, we can't. We can't. They've got us. Yep. Ah, flunge. Yeah, can't beat this. Can't beat this. Sure. Oh man, yeah, it's pretty heavy. It's pretty heavy. Turns out big dudes beat small dudes. Ooh. Ooh. GG, Wanderer. GG. That was pretty rough. That was pretty rough. That feels like a bad match. Feels like a bad match. You didn't cast any Eldritch Reborns this time. That was good. That was good. Yeah, the deck seems pretty good. The deck seems pretty good, and I feel it's probably just going to get better now that Gruul and Rakdos are going to be out in the next set. I feel that's probably going to be interesting. You see, I was sitting there being like, will I counter that Growth from the Ashes? Will I counter that? And then I thought, no. I was like, no, I won't do that. I feel that's not worth it. Because, yeah, you see, you played pretty well because you never pointed it, you never made it look like you were doing it out of like desperation or anything. You didn't look like you were like, Growth the Ashes, I really need this like right now, you know. So it looked like it was just part of the plan. I'm just doing my curve thing, and when you're playing like that, you know, Growth from the Ashes does not stand out. Draconic Disciple instead does. So, good game though. Excuse me. Good game though. Yep, 100%. If anybody else would like to play a little game live on stream, more than welcome to do now. Want another one? Yeah, sure thing. You can just do as Wonderboy is doing here, and that is let me know in chat. Just being followed to the channel. Let me know in chat, and we queue up another direct challenge. Kicking through with a bit of Esper Hatebears. It seems fine. This actually got to a top 8 in an Italian PPT queue. I think they were lucky. I'm gonna say that they were both lucky and very skillful and played masterfully, and got some good matchups. Because deck. I guess, sure. Let's go with that. It's yeah, it's so far has not been coming across as a great deck, so I mean, it's okay. It's okay. I haven't had huge success with it, but it also has not been abysmal. There just seems to be some matches where you just cannot win. Respecting a Storm Tamer? I get that. I get that. I don't think we need it. I don't think we need it. So is quite nice. Oh. Oh, I see. I see your little combo here. I'm gonna have to take this. What are you doing? You play Traxos, then play Gravitic Punch. 70 your face. Wow. Nice. Very nice. Oh. I think excuse me, guys. I think the thing that I'm looking forward to the most over the next little while is getting some proper sleep and some proper rest, and not having to get up and do a bit of do any like not having to do any like heavy research for the channel here or loads of editing and stuff. Now, I mean, I'm going down to my folks for probably a few days, and like I'll be bringing the laptop because I will be doing some editing and stuff, but it's not any stuff that I feel like, oh, I'm real compelled to do this. Gotta get it done, all this kind of stuff, you know. So I don't know is there any point in us playing Traxos? I mean, sure, if they remove Hostage Taker, then you know what? Why not? Why not? I'm just saying that because I don't think we actually have any thing, but I don't think we have any historic spells. Jamie, you say that as well about looking forward to resting. Shit has to find you call itself to work. Yeah, I mean, the thing is, like, I am talking about, like, yeah, I'm looking forward to just hanging around and not having anything to do and all this kind of stuff. And I say that, but then I'm also like I say that I'm looking forward to doing nothing and all this kind of stuff, but then when I go to actually do nothing, I end up still just doing stuff. You know, I end up having every single day full of stuff. You know, even on the days where you're like, oh, I don't really have anything to do, I'm kind of gonna be chilling and stuff, and then you realize that you're actually you know, you're going and doing, like I said, bringing the laptop and doing all the editing and that stuff anyway, you know. Well, technically, like, I don't have deadlines and stuff, but the pressure is if I don't do anything, I can't work towards making this a living. I can't work towards actually surviving. You know, that's why the likes of the subs and the donations and stuff are so important, because I am there will come a point soon enough where I'll be relying pretty heavily on them. I think I have a plan here. I'm gonna keep this one. Why did that not work? Oh, it's because you don't cast. Oh, jeez. I thought that worked because it enters the battlefield as a copy. It's not. It doesn't become a copy when you cast it. Never mind. No. Oops. Oops. Not good game. Oops. There we go. That makes it look like I'm like a big jerk now. Sure, go ahead. I mean, sure. I'm gonna hostage taker. I'm gonna steal this. I keep forgetting that it takes artifacts. I'm gonna cast this. There we go. That's how it works. Now we're talking. Spam spacebar. Yeah, okay. Oh, that was silly. That was really silly. GG, I suppose. I mean, I see where you were going with that. I see where you were going with that. But revenge. Yeah, that was pretty funny. Yeah. All right, so you guys are gonna have to help me here. I don't think I want to bring Esper Hatebears tonight to standard. I don't think I want to bring it. So I'm gonna have to find something else to bring. I don't think I want to bring a control deck because that seems kind of too slow and too boring. I actually don't have enough of the cards from Early Legends. That will take too long to put together. To be perfectly honest. I don't know what I want to bring now. Because I was actually pretty hyped about it because I was goldfishing out this deck and I was like, yeah, this seems really good. Like, it's nice and disruptive. It's got some good beatdown going on after a while and stuff. And it is pretty good. And it does win some games. Like, it's beating mono red, it's beating controls. Excuse me. It's not a bad deck. It doesn't have the same feel that I kind of thought it would have, if that makes sense. I don't know. It's a weird one. It's very weird. So I don't know. See, I'm kind of getting to a point where I'm playing so much standard that I'm like, oh, is there another deck that exists that I have not played yet? Like, there are not many at this point. There are not many at this point. There's obviously like super fringe decks and stuff, but when it comes to what to actually play though, Boros Angels is the one deck that I probably have the least number of cards for. No Lyra Dawnbringers. I think I have one or two Aurelias. I don't even have enough Sacred Foundries, believe it or not, despite my quest to get all the shock lands. But yeah, really not sure what I want to bring. Mono Green Stompy. I just find Mono Green Stompy a little too linear. I think that's my main kind of problem with it. Should just wreck people. I mean, I have a tendency to wreck people in general when I have a good deck that not like you guys have seen it here. I'm not an amazing player. I am definitely better off camera than I am on camera. This is something that anyone else that streams can definitely attest to this as well. You definitely play better when you're not also trying to, you know, keep a chat going and keep track of everything running live and all this kind of stuff. Once you have all those sort of distractions out of the way and you don't feel compelled to have to keep talking throughout your games and stuff, you do notice that your ability improves. And like I am a decent player. I'm not like winning PPTQs and stuff, you know. But like still like doing reasonably well. But the thing is, like, if I'm not enjoying the deck, I just can't play it. That's why that's why, like, as spiky as I can be sometimes, that's why I never go for the likes of like mono red or that kind of thing, because I just find it really linear and it's very like turn it sideways, and that sort of thing. Like, I could probably do with a good mid-rangey kind of deck, I suppose, but I don't know what it is about green black that is just not really grabbing me right now either. Maybe I'm just real picky. Again, like I said before, I'm that guy that when you go to a restaurant and you give him like a menu and there's like 20 things on there, I'll be an hour trying to work out what I want because I like everything, I suppose, you know. Yeah, I'm not sure. What I might do is I don't know. So what's the mirror mid-range again? What's in this? Is this any good? Omniscience. Do you think I just have spare omnisciences lying around? Is that you know what I'll do? I'll play a quick game and Actually, the mono blue artifacts is a bit of fun, isn't it? Mono blue artifacts is a bit of fun. I'll give this a go. If I have the cards for this, I'll definitely run it. Don't know if I do, but if I do, I will. This is a lot of fun, this deck is. We're against Jules. War Jules E. Look at that hand. Look at that hand. It's got cards in it. Omniscience is like £2. What? Omniscience. We're talking omniscience. The used to be really expensive. I know it got reprinted, but it used to be real expensive. It was like £20 at some point. Okay, looks like we're up against Wizardy boys. So I'd rather get a diamond mare out than a treasure map. Let's see what we can do here. So, what card would everyone like to see reprinted in Allegiances? I have one in particular that I'd be intrigued to see. Mostly to see how it would work, not in a particular deck, that like not the first thing that people think of when they think of this, but like for example, the card I would like to see reprinted would be Remand, and my main reason for saying Remand will be something along the lines of, for like some mono blue tempo, help step that up a little bit, or help maybe bring like a blue white tempo deck or a blue black disruptive kind of deck into it, as opposed to that kind of thing, as opposed to, but the problem with it is Teferi, because if you go turn 5 slam Teferi, untap 2 lands, you've got a Remand available. That's egregious. Like, that is disgusting. You do not want that, you know. So I think I'm actually going to set up some diamond mares here, because that way when we start casting our spells later, we're going to be in a nice healthy position. I'm not going to attack because that attack was real questionable, so I feel they have a shock and they just want to use it. I feel that's how it is. So, but if anyone has a reprint they're thinking of that might be cool, feel free to share it. I'd be very intrigued to see what other people would want. I know it would be a bad idea to have Remand in standard with Teferi. Oh, 100%. Yeah, I could double block it. I don't really feel like that's a huge loss if we lose one of them, but they lose the Electromancer. Oh, what? Sure strike. What is this? What is this lunacy? Alright then, I guess. I guess I'm just gonna slam a bag of treasure maps and just hope for the best. No attacks. I knew they had something funny there. I knew it. I just didn't know it would be a sure strike. I mean, I went into these constructed events to... Oh, no, it's not a constructed event. It's just a regular thing. Yeah. I was playing the constructed events earlier to get around weird decks like this. Like, this just feels like a weird kind of Dominaria draft deck, I suppose. It's very strange. Yeah, I'm not letting that hit me. It's kind of okay, sure. Definitely bottom that. Play this out. think... Stop and upkeep again. Stop and upkeep again. See how this goes. You guys might be interested to know that I found out now, but I found it out very recently. But it was as of about a week ago I'd known this. But Leanne has got my Christmas present, and it is some new shirts. Some new shirts for the stream. Gonna be pretty sick. Looking forward to it. Oh, we're gonna get beaten down here. Oh boy. Some of them are really cool as well. One of them is a navy one, right? Like a navy one, like a dark blue, but it has get this, it's got chilies all over it for the spicy brews. Spicy brews? No? Okay. That's a good card. Sure. Let's go with that. Let's draw this. Let's see what we can do here. Okay, we could probably place a Heed because it won't tie to Sure Strike, which is quite nice. Yeah, I thought it was really cool as well, Matt. It was really slick. Okay, yeah. So if we play this, if we play out Heed, play the 4, tap our treasure map. Oop. Forgot it auto taps if there's only, or auto selects if there's only one thing. Don't tell me you got an Essence Scatter. The weirdest deck. What is this? Oh man. See, this is where like weird random, like just jam some random cards together, like can be incredibly infuriating to play against, because you're like, they're being proactive. They've got Sure Strikes and all this kind of stuff, you know, and then you've got like random counter spells and you're like, what? We're just dead to a pile of Sure Strikes here. We might be. We might be. We are. We are just dead. Huh. Wow. What is this? What is this? Wow. Yeah, I'm like, yeah, hey look, I'm getting excited. Look at this deck. Let's give it a go. Gets wrecked by random cards. That's, yeah, it's so hard to deal with that kind of deck though. Like if you put a good pilot in charge of essentially a draft deck and go into like a tournament of any kind, they will do way better than you think they would do based on the quality of their cards. Because if they're just all over the place doing all sorts of things like that, like random counter spells, random pump spells, you're not expecting that. You're not expecting that at all, and it can sometimes be quite tilting. I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna start from Void Fountain of Renewal as turn 1. I want more lands. I don't think I want another win con just yet. I'm surprisingly high on this card. Surprisingly. I need to get some of these, actually. Hazard's Gatebreaker. They're legal in standard, but you can only get them in the intro decks. They're surprisingly good. Also, this intro life gainy deck, so irritating. The amount, like, excuse me, the amount of times that you come up against it, and you see turn 2 Johnny's Pridemate after they played like a Johnny's Welcome, you're like, I mean, I know everyone says that these are like real newbie cards, but they just work really, really well. and eventually the Pride Mate gets to be like a 7/7 or an 8/8 by like turn 4, and you're like, how am I supposed to deal with that? In addition to all the other cards they've played. You know what I miss the most? What I miss the most out of this standard format, and I want something to replace it. Something cheap and efficient, and it's what black does. Cheap and efficient. I miss Fatal Push. I miss Fatal Push so much. Cause like Cast Down just doesn't quite do the same for me, I don't feel. But yeah. Yes, I am blocking that. Okay. Okay, so what do we do here? What do we do? Voltaic Servant. Make a top draw. Are we gonna just win by going over everyone? Is that the plan? Sure. Excuse me. A land will be 10 out of 10 here. Tethered Scapebreaker. Ah, what? Baird? I mean, we're kind of a bit messed up on mana at the moment, so it is going to help him significantly. But Baird, though? Baird, we actually can't attack. I also missed the blue black artifacts deck from Kaladesh-ish sort of time. This is a beating. Jeez. I mean, we're just playing the Antiquities War here for sure, but like, whew. I'm not attacking with a single thing here, I don't think. Well, no, I'll get in with this. I'll get in with this. Sure. Yeah, Baird is surprisingly good. Animated artifacts and shrapnel blast. Like, you know what? Funny you should say this. Friend Osheen was only saying it last night. He was like, I missed the M15 super budget deck where you had like Shrapnel Blast and Soul Artifact, Ornithopters, that kind of thing. This is a heavy hit. This is a very heavy hit. Six. Oh jeez. Oh jeez. Is that? No, maybe. Maybe. We'll see how this goes. We're gonna take 6/7. We're gonna take 7. Please don't buff it. If you buff this, that's basically a game. Like I probably can't recover from that. I need Sai alive and the mana to cast the ceilings this turn. What are you doing it on? You just, where did you, oh, you buffed this, okay, fair enough. Very confused by that, but okay. Yeah, I'll take a fountain, that actually kind of adds up very nicely. Can't attack because we got no mana. Ew. Ew. The amount of incidental life gain is crazy. Well, they know they need to get aggressive, so... And let these in. I feel like we're in a really bad spot here. 3, 4, 5, 6 coming through. I think that's possibly okay. So much life gain, it's nuts. Ah. Fatal push, where are you? I think this is too much. I think it's too much. What happens if we attack here? And pay all our mana. 3, 4, 5, 6. Can attack with 6 of them. That makes 30 odd damage. They've gained too much life. Can't pay for enough attackers. Yeah, you're right. You're right. I think we have to Antiquities War and just hope for the best. Yeah, I'll take a Fountain. And I'll play a Fountain. And I'll get a Thopter. I can attack with 1. I think getting the Fountain down might just help eke out an extra turn or two. That's the reason why I chose to put that down instead of attack with an additional flyer. Oh, this is so heavy. Okay, so standard blocking here. Block you here. Block you here. Block you here. Block you here. 4, 6, 7, 8 still coming through. Boy, this is heavy. Sure, I guess. Yeah, I think this just gets out of hand. Blue doesn't really have answers to this stuff. Oh, rude. Rude. Cool, I guess. Yeah. You got it. Oh, man. I mean, I guess that's sort of something, I suppose, but not anywhere near enough. Did that? Ah, I selected treasure map, you jerk. Is this actually worth going through, to be honest here? Huh. Lame. Keep this one. I think we're just dead here. I'm not exactly thinking that we're doing particularly well. They start getting aggressive and they attack right in. Stand the slightest chance. The slightest chance. We need to leave. We need to block with 3 things and not die, if that's at all possible. Block the 3 biggest things. How much is that? 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Damn it! We can't do that. Sure. I mean, I think at this point it doesn't really matter much. Could have actually sacked some of those guys and done the thing, but Subbox token, top of block. I guess so. The problem that I had with this is that I couldn't have let, it was too much to let through. What I needed to do was basically oh jeez. I basically had to survive this turn with all of their dudes tapped out, and then attack back with whatever number. But yeah, I think that was probably it. Yeah, I think it might be onto a line there. All right. Afraid that's not much use. There's no River's Rebuke in this.
I will defend my allies.
Short. Like a 6/6, yeah.
There is great power in the things we make.
Attack, 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 attack. Oh, never mind. Yeah, I think we're just dead. We're just dead. That is unfortunate. Yeah. I'm sure there was a line to doing it, but yeah, I think it's a little unfortunate, but I will be winding down the stream shortly enough, because I do have to get ready to go to actually pick up some food before I go to play Standard Showdown tonight. But yeah, if anybody's around still wants to play one more game, I'll be around for that, or I'll just jump into another quick game with the Mono Blue Artifacts, and yeah, we can kick through from there. So yeah, one more game. I'll play through with Mono Blue. Yeah, I'll kick that in and see how we go. See how we play. Ooh, it's pretty warm in here, gotta say. The PC that I have runs kind of hot, so if the music is off, you can hear it very faintly. The fan is just going quite strong. We can't, like I said, the window in here is basically a door, so we can't really open it. That without the whole door being blasted wide open, and then because we're up on the top floor, we're gonna have wind blasting all around the place and everything. So this is a little risky, but I've got to do it. And throw him at the bottom, and now I'm concerned about our keep. We're paid off. That's fine. Let's see. Check this out. Check this out. There we go. Green, white. Cool. So they probably have main deck Knight of Autumns. Probably 3 or 4 of them. Turns out it's a good card. Satyr Enchanter. This is going to be interesting. We're going to come up against Vine Mares here. If our opponent has any sense. We've got a very slow start here though. We need to get another land, followed by another land. That would be ideal. Taking 2. Land. Land. Please land. No! Well, actually that's not too bad. Well, animated compass. No one cares if the compass dies. Get in there. Yeah. Rid of those. Okay, land, please. No! But okay. Blue. Would you like to take 5 damage, sir? Sweet. What do you got? What have you got? Pyromancer's Cage. I desperately need a land here. Desperately need a land. I'm not getting anywhere with this, am I? Okie dokie. Okay. Let's see what's happening. Hello, opponent. Please no roping me. My turn. Pass it on back. That's pretty big. Oh boy. Yep, we'll take it.
I advise that you
Have to get more lands here, I think. Shit, I'm back. I think we're gonna lose this one. It's looking pretty bad. Pretty bad indeed. Oh boy, every time you cast an enchantment, do you draw 2? It feels pretty rough. And make a tree fit. Oh god. basket there, buddy.
It is the ideal subordinate.
Okay. Looks like we're going to be in a lot of trouble here. Ooh, booba. Yeah, I don't think we're going to get anywhere anytime soon. Unfortunately. I do also have to. I'm on a little bit of a time constraint here. I do actually have to wrap up the stream now. That's right. So it's been a bit of a short one. It's a bit of a quiet one as well, but that's okay. So if anybody watching would like to keep up with me on any social media, so either Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, or on YouTube, I do upload these afterwards, a little bit later. It's actually the thing I'm going to be catching up with over Christmas, is going to be editing and uploading videos, thumbnails, the whole lot onto YouTube. Yes, so if you want to join me on any of those, go right ahead. The thing I'm probably using most at the moment is Twitter. But yes, thank you a lot. Thank you one and all for coming along. I will be back here tomorrow, same time, and I look forward to seeing you then. So until then, have a great evening, and if I don't see you between now and Christmas, have a great time. See you then.